This year, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second and medium. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
An important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Loose. Here he goes. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain.
You talk about a headache for a defensive coordinator. You got to plan around that kind of speed and discipline and elusiveness from a quarterback like this. Man, it creates nightmares that this defensive coordinator, I'm sure, dealt with.
After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Carter. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking right, this one caught. He's swarmed by the defense.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
completion makes it second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down.
Eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
So the challenge doesn't work. That will cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, LSU.
Handoff from the shotgun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Has the first down and more. Hits into space at the 50. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Fighting him off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Boy, As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
LSU, 7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. TCU offense is back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? It's a fumble behind the line. When they pick it up, it's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The key on the 3rd down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
The Horned Frogs looking to keep this drive rolling. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
And the Horned Frogs line up with a 1st and goal. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. And here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, and they go up 17-7. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, and you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Tight end goes in motion. First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Keep him off balance with a run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Important third down play coming up. Press coverage now from the secondary. Third and short to hand the ball off. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. 4th down completion to the running back. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the Horned Frogs will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And they'll give it to the back. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw here. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. First down now at the 49. One huge play has got this offense out near midfield and threatening. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaks into the open. At the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Texas Christian. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They take some all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
TCU 24, LSU 7.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Nothing on first down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. And he's brought down there.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. QB keeps it himself. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, TCU.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
TCU 31, LSU 7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught for the completion. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field going for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. Fires quickly to the left. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Inside deals now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds his man. It's Carter. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That play will move the sticks, set him up 1st down at the 42. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. First down and still motoring. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a 1st down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down, and now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now after our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Longhorns offense takes the field now. Linebackers making some adjustments now. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the fake doesn't work. Will the head coach pay for that decision? Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off, and now the offense will take over in good position. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, bringing pressure. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for 6. Touchdown, LSU. And 6 more points to the total. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
TCU 34, LSU 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. TCU offense takes the field. They're going to run it here. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Carter. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
First down here for this offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Horned Frogs pick up enough to get a first down there. Looking to throw yet again. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop it. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator,
taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
TCU 34, LSU 21.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. And the Horned Frogs will send the punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Looking deep downfield to the left. The pass is dropped incomplete, would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Throws to the tight end. And this time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
First down. We're going to throw the football. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great way to set up his offense here.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. A deep shot to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to try out the field goal team, trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. That completion makes it second and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Grabbed by the receiver. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. How many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
That completion makes it second and short.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sense while we have a chance. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw it again. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Empty backfield now as they go for two. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the two-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
LSU, 27.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense takes the field. They settle for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive. working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up. Breaks free.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Catch made over the middle. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team on the field now. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Looking to throw it on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they look to the pressure?
34.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Horn Frogs. This offense cannot be stopped. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. And a player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout or they check him out. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Pass complete. It's second down now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'd be a loss on the play. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Hand it off to the back. Touchdown, LSU. Look out, whole different game now.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail them. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense takes the field now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Going backwards to open up this series. 2nd down and 16 now. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quick throw, testing the middle. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Shotgun running play call. He's past the marker and still going. And he's tackled it early after picking up the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Touchdown, Tigers! They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And finally, he's looking deep down the left side. Oh, he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for a man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made, just enough of a gain to move the sticks.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Horned Frogs line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Catch made on the right side, that's a big gain. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
And the Horned Frogs churn out another first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Carter. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And the back gets the football. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
Now the try for the point after to make it a three-point game. And the kick is good. A three-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. Here's the first play of the drive. We'll start at the 28. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a late deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. A bunch of DBs on the field now trying to defend against the deep pass. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pass rush closing in. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they hit one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.